fascination of life, the fascination of games, is the unknown result, not the known result.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a different kind of video, where today we will be looking at the game I have been working on for quite some time. I would just like to make a video going through the game because before I made the city builder games, my previous videos were about this game, showing the different versions in a sped up format, which is perhaps people were not able to understand what was going on. So that's what I would like to do today. I would like to show a bit, also because I made a lot of progress since the last video I made, and it's because these are just me playing against myself. But as you can see, I made a local 1 versus 1, which is similar to the videos, and then we have this play versus dummy. So I have tried to make an AI, and when I say AI, it has nothing to do with machine learning. It's just a tiny if-else piece of code. We will go to the local 1 versus 1, simply to explain what's going on. So let's hit enter. And here we are. So on the left we have a board with some tiles, and it's 8 by 8, just like a chessboard. And we have 2 houses on that board, and we have some water, and we have some trees and some rocks. And you can see some of it is a little lighter than other things. For example, the objects are lighter. But most importantly, these 3 with the tiles on. And we have a timer up here on the right side. And we have a shop with some coins underneath here. And then we have an end turn button. And then this button over here, you can see you cannot click it because it's upgrading your base, and it costs 14 coins, and we only have 12. But what I can do is I can buy one of these units with a random generated name and some randomly distributed stats. So you can see some of them have defense, attack, health, stamina. This one has 2 speed, for example, and I like that. So we'll buy him. We'll put him here on the ground. He's called Michael. Very cool name. And so now I'm going to end my turn. And now you can see we are switched up to the brown team. And I have 3 new units. Of course, this is an entirely fresh shop. And I think from brown's perspective, I would like to upgrade the base fast. So I'll just end my turn and save up some money. You can see here, I didn't explain that you get +1 coin every turn. And when you upgrade your base gets more HP, and you also gain more money. It's a little bit of an inspiration from Teamfight Tactics, but instead of getting the interest, you just upgrade your base. And the units actually also get better. The amount of stats distributed increases. But with this guy, we want to just play offensive. So let's see here. We can put a scroll on him to give him more stats. Yeah, you can see here. And then he has these bubbles going over his head, because now he has consumed this scroll, right? So he's reading basically. And we can put on another guy. Let's put this guy in and end our turn. And with this guy, with brown, we're just gonna end our turn, and next turn we can upgrade our base. And then now you see we don't have any more money really. But what I would like to do here is make one of these guys a mage, because we have so many mage items right here. So let's try and put a spell scroll in this guy. And he got all these kinds of things. So he got a healing spell, which is actually really good. So we might not get the staff and this after all. This is pretty solid. Now I can move this guy. So you can see he has stamina and speed. And that's why I can move diagonally these white showed lines. Okay, let's hurry up a little bit before I lose the game to time. So yes, and here we will upgrade the base. Simply like that. And you can see up here that you can reroll the entire shop 2 times. And every time you upgrade your base, you can reroll it 1 more time. And every time a new day starts, you can reroll as well. So let's go back here. Now we will need some money in order to buy anything. But we will simply play aggressively. And now this guy, he can still not do anything. So this is the passive strategy that in the long run might give you a lot of money and you can build up really strong, but for now you are pretty vulnerable, right? But on this map we can only have this small sand beach bridge kind of thing, And yeah, so it's pretty easy to defend for him actually. Now we have 4 coins, still not, we cannot afford any units, so we'll just move on. And now we'll move here, and we'll move this guy also. Actually, I think we'll move him this way this time. And you can also see a droplet of sweat after they moved. That's what that is representing. Another small detail I'll show you in a second. You can see here, now we have 3 different units we can buy. And I think I would like to buy a somewhat defensive unit if that's possible. Right, so we don't need speed because we know that we could have been rushed basically by my enemy, which I know, but so I'll buy this guy because he has the most defense. And look at that, there is our enemy ready to attack us. So let's put on a shield to give him a little extra defense. And then maybe next turn we can either give him a scroll or something else. Okay, so you can see I can move here now, but I cannot attack him because I felt like that would be too overpowered if you could just run an attack from here. So he needs to do that over 2 turns. And you can see he only has 2 stamina left. So I'm going to move 1 unit and then I only lose 1 stamina. But then I can use 1 stamina to attack him next turn. And he might not die, but then, you know, at least we are going somewhere in the battle. Okay, so now I have 2 more coins. And the question is, should I just attack him? And you can see he has 1 defense and 3 health. And if we just attack him, he will lose the defense and lose 1 HP. Let's try and see what happens. You can see here, yes, he lost his defense and 1 of his health. So now I'm also more vulnerable myself because I didn't upgrade myself even more, but let's see here. So now this guy has the healing spell, but I don't think we are in range to heal him. And let's try to hit space to go into the healing, to the spell casting. And you can see here, he is unable to reach that far. So we'll just cancel for now, and we have to move him up here in order to make it work. And let's just attack here. He lost a lot of his defense, so at least that's good for now, but we will actually die next turn. Now you can see we are in the late stages of the day 1, so of the first day. And you can see it's turn 15 out of 16, so this is this guy's last turn before day 2. And you can see down here plus 21, so I'm getting a lot more money next turn because it's going to be a new day. And that's also in order to keep the game more paced. So we will summon Jayful and end our turn before we lose all the time again. Okay, so now it's time to kill this guy. We killed him and now he's lying there dead on the ground, and we end our turn. Now you can see we have a lot more coins, we can upgrade our base, and that's pretty nice. We have a dead guy over here, that's very sad. You might be able to see that they have also more stats distributed now because it also scales with the days. So the later on in the game you get, the stronger the units also get. And let's try to buy this guy. He's still playing aggressively, I think, so let's just try to get someone with a lot of speed. This guy as well. And we didn't upgrade our base this turn, that's okay. But this guy will definitely upgrade his base. And you can see already here as well that these are pretty strong. I can try to do a reroll and see what happens. And see if they have gotten any bigger or any stronger. And I think they have. And this guy is actually pretty good. You can see he has a spell called Place a Campfire. So let's try to place him on the ground. And we will give this guy a spear. You can see 5 attack. So it's actually pretty strong for 3 gold. Maybe too strong. You get 3 range and it's a one-time use. Oh, and I realized I don't have enough money for that. So I'll buy it next turn. And now it's this guy again. Let's just try to rush this a little bit. We have these 30 seconds every round that are just for free. It's also inspired by chess. Because I feel like it's a pretty good way of putting it together. Of course, this you get more time because this is more complicated. But you also have less time to work with when that time runs out, right? So let's just do like this for now. And now it's time to try to cast this, place this spell. Now it's time to cast this, place a campfire spell. from Davos. And as you can see, I don't really have that many good options of placing the campfire. So I'll just place it here to showcase what it does. And you can see it gives a lot more vision, which is pretty cool. And we're kind of stuck here. We can move up here, but I'll just upgrade this guy by giving him the spear we talked about. Yeah. And let's just move this guy. I think I'll move him up here actually, because he's going to be like on the side defending, right? And there we go. Move on quickly. We have this firestone, which gives a spell to a unit, and so we could give it to him. There we go. It costs 2 mana to cast this spell, but then we can showcase one of the next features of the game, which is pretty cool as well. You can actually see it already on this guy, and he just developed a dig a hole spell because he has been standing still for a long period of time without having any spell cast upon him. And so he starts meditating and gets a spell from that after a period of time. He basically gets mana and then one of these skills, which are like basic spells, like placing campfire and digging a hole. They get this, and then you can maybe be lucky and have some better ones later on. But we're still just playing defensive here. Let's try to put this orange scroll on our guy and see what he gets. He gets more health. Did he also get some more defense? I think he might have. But that's cool. Let's move on. And let's try to get these guys up here so we can start the battle. I will give this guy this as well, so he's going to be ranged and spell caster. Let's just do like this and move on. And we're chilling here still, nothing too crazy going on. We can dig a hole just to showcase what that does. So it just digs a hole in the ground, and that's supposed to be a blockade, right? So now this corpse is also in the way, but it will, what do you call it, rot basically, and fall into the ground at some point. Or at least it's supposed to. Maybe the feature is not live right now. But here we go. Now the battle is about to begin. This might be the final battle. But let's try to kill one of these guys with this ranged weapon. Yes. And this is a feature that I don't really like about the game, is that these corpses are taking a lot of the space. Let's try to... You see, I have a spellstone that's called the Dark Ruby. And it gives the resurrection spell. And I'm thinking if I can resurrect an enemy. I don't remember if I can do that. I don't think so. But we will reroll and see if we can get a better scroll. Or a better spell. We have an earth stone, which animates a tree into a unit. And we have a frost stone. But let's try the earth stone. That sounds pretty fun. It costs 3 mana to cast. So we will have to wait a little bit and then kill this guy again. Yeah. But let me try something specific. I want to see if I can do this. Well, that was probably it for now then. I had a version where you could combine the items into a better item. It's been a while since I've looked into this project, and I just wanted to rediscover it before I develop it further. And I will make a new video on this game as soon as a new and better version of the game has come out. So thank you so much for participating in this different video, and I'm looking forward to continuing my city builder game tutorial session. I don't know, the development. I'm looking forward to making more of those city builder games videos. I'm looking forward to making more of those city builder videos. Thank you for participating, and I will see you soon.